Hey guys, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sorry for the delay. I had to go and let the cat in. Alright, it looks like the stream is working normally. That's good. Let's pull Rage up. Rage, welcome. Look at this, we're lucky. We got all the great personalities. We got Rage, Bird Fan, Juicy, Fluffy Bunny, Ramen, and then this Benny character who I'm very excited to meet. Is Benny from your stream, Rage? He's a rando? Twitch, go check us out. Okay, so I made a bunch of updates to the Ensemble Studios maps, but I guess we'll test it to see. I can't seem to find them. Alright, let's go and select the proper map. This is Akal's Autumn Action. I just played my set against John 803. Okay, let's start it out with Ronald Rage's favorite, ES Dingoes. And then we need one more. That's right, we all know that Ronald Rage loves dingoes. It's his favorite Ensemble Studios map. I actually really like the Unknown, though. That's probably my favorite. But the Unknown can be totally unfair. But that can be what makes it fun in this situation. Let me try inviting John Quick again. Yes. And I believe that the trade has been removed. So the game isn't going to last for 6 hours for FFA. Oh, I'm going to go random civ here. Should we give out some handicap? Well, Benny's only 900 elo. Hey! To you guys. Birdfan 757. Hey Benjamin, welcome. So let's give Benny some handicap. It is Regicide, right? We could give him 200%. Let's give him 180 and let's give Birdfan 170. Just because I don't want to be the jerk this time. I want everybody to complain about how Birdfan's picking on everybody. Your mom, says Birdfan. Nice, you showed me Birdfan. Alright. Oh, he wants to know what about Mr. Fluffy Bunny's model. Let's see. Well, we've given Panda Bear 200% at 800 elo. Well, he has a 38% win rate. All right, I'll dial it back. 10%. I'll meet you in the middle. It doesn't matter. What's the worst that could happen? The lowest elo person has all the fun. So, it'll be fine. Rage is chill like that. Juicy's chill like that. And then if I lose, I can just blame the handicap. I can be like, oh, we just gave him too much handicap. And then I'll just ignore the part where people will say that it was my idea. Yeah, so what you got to do, Benjamin, is you got to mute and minimize our streams while you're playing so that you don't cheat, but you still support the stream. All right, we got one more slot. It feels like a waste to go in with it empty. So if you know of anybody that's looking for a good FFA now, John Wick is the next one. Yee, says Benjamin. Yes. How very biblical of you. All right, let's just go. Hulk. Oh, I'm gonna give. Wait, what's Hulk's win rate? He's got one loss. I'm gonna give him 50%. We'll see what happens. All right, Persian. Yeah, that's true actually. All right. Yep, let's ready up and let's go. Yeah, I'm afraid of giving Ramen handicap. Actually, he might wreck me. Ramen's got um, Ramen's gotten really good playing with us. Actually, it's pretty awesome. Benjamin, wait, you're gonna be right back? Benny, are you gone? Okay, all right. No, no, I see, I see what's going on. All right, excellent. Oh, I get Japanese. Let's go. Oh, I better scout with my king. Emu isn't here, so I'm safe. If Emu were here, he would king snipe me. He would be like, oh, better kill that king with my town center. Oh, let's get those two. Alright. Uh-oh. You gotta alternate between the two. So you gotta wear them one way this game, and then you gotta flip them around for the next game. Weird. Yep. You gotta scout with your king. I found 1,000,000 sheep so far. You know, I was talking to Zetnus. We're thinking we should... Yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, Zetnus and I were talking, and we were like, you know, what? Mr. Fluffy Bunny resigned. Oh. Yeah, we better. Even though I literally just found 29 sheep with my king. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's try restoration. 29 sheep. I've never seen so many sheep in one place in like a non-meme kind of map. Okay. Awesome. Let me... Yeah, I mean, we should be on the Ensemble Studios branch. And... there they are. Yeah. Alright, let's accept. I think that restarts are more probable to be... It's more probable that they'll be successful if there isn't as much game data. Like if it happens early on in the game instead of like an hour and a half into it. Yeah, you're right. I'm Vikings here. That is funny though. We just all load in doing completely different things. All right. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's just timing out when I try and join. It's just spinning.
Same. We always just start a new game as well. Yeah. Like literally seconds in the game.
Oh, I'm still joining a lobby. It'd probably be more fair if we started a new game too, considering that I had just found 26 sheep with my king. Anyway, Zetnus and I were talking about how it'd be great to remaster these Ensemble Studios maps because I don't think anybody's done it. You know, to go in and, well, number one, you would make it so that one person doesn't get 26 sheep while the other person gets 6 sheep. Because remember that these maps were made before a lot of like map scripting commands to the game were introduced. So you can do more and you can make random maps much more fair than you ever could 20 years ago, which is when these were made.
Right. So like the scripting, the options of configuring the script is a lot more robust.
Yep. You could do things like terrain layering. You could make them all pretty, and you could put all kinds of like plant eye candy, and you could have mixed forests, and you could do them for different biomes. So you could have like dingoes on. I guess you have this to an extent already, but you could have it on like jungle, and you could also have a desert version. You could have a polar version of dingoes. So you could just have all kinds of stuff. A lot of what I like to do is a lot of water maps now, or hybrid maps, will actually elevate the land at elevation 1. Hey, Smokey! There's a link. There is a link to our game in Looking to Play. Oh, look at that Smokey. He's not. Yeah, he found it. So anyway, like for instance, Islands is a classic Age of Kings map, but it was remastered by Crazini to improve the design. I think we need Ben. Where's Benjamin? And then who else are we missing? Oh, we're missing that rando, but it's fine. Because Ben came over to my stream. Let's see if we can find him. Ben maybe? Oh, there's probably like a million Bens. If you're out there, Ben, and you can hear me, join our game. Anyway, one of the big things that was done was to elevate all land at elevation 1 so that damage done to ships was increased and damage done by ships to land units there he is, Benny, was decreased. Because ships are insanely powerful for the cost relative to other units. Go Dash. Yep. Let's give out some handicap again. Okay. Well, he's 900 elo with a 38% win rate, but I will give him 50. Birdfan, unready so that I can give you handicap. Oh, he already did it. Okay. And I will give Birdfan the same amount. He's lower, but he has a 50% win rate instead, so he's stabilized. And do you want like 10% ramen? You could have it if you want it. Okay. You are good, but I want you to be great, Ramen. I want Ramen to be unstoppable. All right. All right. I believe in you. I think you could do it. Oh, yeah, that's true. If I gave you a handicap and you destroyed Smokey, then he would be able to have an excuse. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's just that handicap." Actually, there's going to be no trade in the FFA. So Smokey is not going to be able to trade with Emu Warrior for the first 3 hours of the game and assemble infinite amounts of gold. Amass, I should say. All right. Yeah. Yeah, me too. They're good FFA Civ because they're hard to raid. Oh, crap. Huns. Well, at least Smokey didn't get Portuguese. Yeah, you know, I thought about like playing some of these Alchemy AoE map contest submissions, but I don't want to give anybody, because we can't play them all, and I don't want to give anybody an advantage when the subjective voting time comes. You could even argue that there will be enough advantages anyway with the fact that I will be submitting stuff that people have seen before. But the Ensemble Studios maps are just classics. Yeah, they're good. They're good concepts for sure. Well, we're gonna go through them tonight, Rage. Oh no, I can't afford to build a dock. That's right, Huns. They start with less wood. My. You know, I kind of wish that weather or like the tempests of the ocean were a bigger deal in Age of Empires, you know, because we basically build all of our docks at the ends of peninsulas, and that's not very realistic. We build it so that there's less distance to travel to the fish, but in real life, docks are built in sheltered coves and such. Alright. Oh, there's another sheep there. Let's get that. You can't hear the others talking on Discord? Oh, alright. I'll see if I can turn them up. Oops. Wrong thing. Let's do... No! Can you hear me? Yeah. And me. Smokey. Smokey, shut up already. No one else can get a word in. Alright, volume mixer. Here we go. Oh yeah, Smokey. He always talks your ear off. You guys notice that? Whenever he's in a voice channel. Alright, we'll try. I can't really do much better than that.
Sometimes you might not realize how close you are to somebody's castle. We all have like little island lots of light already. Yeah. This is one of those maps where it's not exactly clear.
Oh boy. This is not good. I guess I just won't play this one. Good luck, have fun, boys. Alright, so I will cast the rest of the game. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I should have realized what he was doing and walled the king off so that no villagers could come. You know, I should have built like a wall here so that his villagers couldn't come and shank the king down. That's very unfortunate. Well, by the time I saw what happened, it was too late. So Mr. Fluffy Bunny used fishing ships to block my king on the end of this peninsula so that the king could not escape. So then I sent a villager to attack the fishing ships to get them to move. But there were too many fishing ships and too much health. And I didn't realize that Mr. Fluffy Bunny wasn't just doing this to be annoying. He did this because he sent his villagers around, and then he used his fishing ship, moved it, let the villagers in, and then moved the fishing ship back, essentially walling my king in with a villager, and then he used his villagers to kill my king. And I did make a transport ship to try to save him once I realized what was happening, but it was too late, unfortunately. So it's pretty cutthroat, but he will gain access to my resources, I suppose. We did want to speed up the game. Ronald Rage will avenge me. It's clever, but a little foul. I had never seen it before. Let me put it that way. Maybe this is something that he had seen before in maybe a T90 community game or something. Somebody dreamed up that strategy. But it caught me by total shock. Could not believe it. I have seen people wall in a king that's left unattended for a while. And then send a villager in to kill it. I have seen that because I've done it before. But I've never seen somebody use fishing ships to block a king until their villager could get over there to kill the king. That I've never seen. Birdfan is actually second in place with score. And Benny's third as the Persians. He wants to give the Persians a try. No, because what happens, Cookie Pirate, is if you don't play Regicide, then Smokey builds up this massive death ball, and nobody can stop him. So you have to play Regicide in these sorts of things, because you can snipe somebody. Oh my goodness, look at all these militia that Benny has made. What the heck is going on here? I guess he's... How does he even afford all of that? He's got some fishing ships, but not a lot. He's got a huge army. And he's going to go and attack Ramen. That's funny. He's got a bunch of militia. Here we go. Ramen's going to get this town center up, though, and be totally not bothered by it. Yeah, this is not going to work at all. Ramen, I don't think he'll lose any villagers. He might lose one. No, he's going to save it. What's Juicy doing? Juicy's booming on multiple town centers. I suppose what you could do is you could make it sudden death instead of Regicide. Regicide basically allows you to boom, though, but you can also snipe people's town centers. It was very close, though. The transport ship almost came in time. I should have been more about my wits and quick walled the villagers out. I had a villager in place. But I just didn't think about it. It was just inconceivable that somebody would do that to me. Did not expect it. Did not see it coming. Ronald Rage, what's he doing? He's playing as the Burmese. Sudden death would make the game a lot shorter. That's true. That might be a little too short. You prefer sudden death over regicide? Well, players do like to boom up for regicide and send in their huge armies and such. But it's good to have a win condition where you can snipe Smokey's king. Juicy deleting these four walls, and he's going to build a gate here. I would have moved the villager inside and then built the gate, though. But I guess he's confident because he's got an outpost here, you can see. Man, what rotten luck that, like, Mr. Fluffy Bunny happens to build a dock here, and he happens to see my, I happen to scout with my king over here at the exact time, and he happens to see it, and he happens to send the fishing ships in. And then he happens to get enough hits, and I happen to not be on to what he's up to. Just like all of the things that had to happen, that had to go right for him to kill me so easily. It's very embarrassing, actually, to be killed by him like this so easily. So quickly, I should say, in the game. All the things that had to go right for that to happen. Oh, we got ourselves a naval battle here. Ronald Rage has fireships working on Fluffy Bunny's war galleys, but they are sufficiently outnumbered that the war galleys will prevail here. Ronald will have to withdraw. The king's skeleton won't despawn. I don't believe that's his skeleton. I think that skeletons are randomly scattered along the edges of the map anyway, along the beach terrain. That would be cool, though, if king skeletons never despawned. See if we can find another one. Yeah, there's one here, too. But I think I take your meaning. Like, it's kind of cool that it happened where there is a skeleton, marking the place where my king was killed. He's going to destroy Ronald's dock. 7 players still have to get knocked out. It can happen. It can be very snowbally. Look at Smokey. Look at all those Dravidian town centers that Smokey has built. And this is just in one screen, too. It's probably got more back here. Smokey's just going to boom up to 200 villagers. Oh, wait. Smokey is building barracks now. What's Smokey's plan? Is he going to go after Birdfan? Is he going to go after Juicy? I don't know. But they will need to team up on Smokey to stop him. There is still sufficient talent to stop Smokey. Like, if Ramen and Juicy and, like, one other person work together, I think they could deal with Smokey. But I think Smokey wants to get somebody killed so that he doesn't have to worry about them later. That would be my guess. Yeah, I was sort of on my own little island here. That's kind of cool, I guess. I wonder how many villagers Smokey has. Let's take a look at the statistics. Society. Smokey's got 195 villagers. And a monk, apparently. He's going to go fetch that relic. Ronald trying to build this castle, but Mr. Fluffy Bunny denying it. What's Ronald's plan to deal with Mr. Fluffy Bunny? I think Ronald's plan is just to boom over here. And, oh, there's some dingoes coming and attacking Ronald's town. Is he going to lose a villager to this? Yeah, he does. He loses a villager. Ronald hasn't noticed yet. He needs to garrison his town center. And this lady's going to die too. Ronald losing 2 villagers to dingoes. But, so for instance, an improved version of this map, like a remastered version, would elevate the land above the water. And it would improve the fairness. Like some people have peninsulas here, and other people have just shallows connecting them to the mainland. And that's not really, I mean, it's kind of cool that the map has this sort of character to it. It's not perfectly symmetrical, and maybe that's a good thing. But a remastered version would make it so they all had the same thing. You know, they either all had shallows. No, the map is not Nomad, it's a standard start. So they all had shallows, or they all had the branch. You know, so that it wasn't that some players had some of one thing and some of another thing. Let's see what the Mighty Smoke is doing. I don't know, I feel like Smokey is kind of violating Ronald Rage's zoning laws here. What is this? Oh, I don't think this mining camp's going to work at all. I don't want to pick on Rage's mining camp at all, but this is a pretty awkward... Like, this is the kind of gold that you take after you've chopped all of the wood out of the map. I don't know, maybe he'll make it work. Maybe Rage has got the small trees, or he's got the cubes mod. Some extra resources for to compensate not having a shallow. Maybe it could be tricky to have the map detect whether or not somebody is connected by shallows and then assign resources based off of that. All right, Juicy is sieging Ramen. That is interesting. So Juicy has decided. Now Ramen's castle is uphill, so you know, Juicy will take longer to get through here. Looks like he's got 2 trebuchets working on it. And Juicy wants nothing to do with Smokey over here for now. Juicy wants to take Ramen's turf, take all of his resources, and we'll see what happens. Smokey is still building. What is this here? Oh, okay, this is just more villagers. Let's check and see what Smokey's population is now. Statistics, society score. Smokey's still with only 197 villagers. What's Ronald doing? Well, Ronald has kind of surrendered to Mr. Fluffy Bunny's ships. Just not going to deal with it. Ronald has a lot of surface area, unfortunately, for his town. So there's a lot that these ships can deny, even though they're Teutonic galleons, which are not exactly the best. But Mr. Fluffy Bunny is preparing stables. So he will probably make just a big ball of tanky, heavily armored Teutonic paladins and start rampaging around the map. And Ronald's going to need a plan for that. Burmese Halberdier could be effective in that regard. They'll get attack bonuses that will offset the Teutonic armor. The problem is that Ronald's economy is not doing so great, because he's lost a bunch of stuff over here. A bunch of his buildings have gone down. Mr. Fluffy Bunny is definitely the belligerent party in this game. Oh, look at this. Benny coming over here to take some of these resources that were assigned to me. Building a castle to defend it. We didn't see much out of him since he got that raid on Ramen. Ramen wasn't terribly hurt. Juicy trying to win this Treb war here against Ramen, but the castle is uphill. Juicy repairing this castle frantically. Juicy going heavy cavalry archer as Magyar. Magyars, of course, get the recurve bow, which adds to their range and damage, I believe. That castle does finally go down. And Ramen going Cavaliers. I don't know that Juicy is expecting this. I think Juicy will actually honestly be surprised by these Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are missing the final armor upgrade, though, so these Cavalry Archers are going to have their way with them. And I guess Juicy... What is this? Where's he going? Oh, I think he was trying to attack the Trebuchet, maybe? Didn't realize he's fighting Cavaliers here. Once he does, you'll probably see Juicy micro like this. Yeah. and try to focus fire Cavaliers down. But Ramen really needs that final armor, and he hasn't gotten it yet. But he's got the Genbos. You know, it could be that the reason Juicy is attacking Ramen too is because, like, what do Magyars do against Genbos? There's not much. You foresee Smokey dominating in the south and Mr. Fluffy Bunny dominating in the north. Well, Mr. Fluffy Bunny is being extremely annoying with ships. And now he has cannon galleons, and he's destroying Ronald's town center. He'll destroy this one first, and then he'll come up here and destroy this one next. So there's not really much safe space for Ronald to get away from ships. Ships are extremely annoying for him to deal with. What is Smokey doing? I think Smokey is just taking every last resource that he can off of the map. I have no island. Fluff killed it. Fluff says he tried to team. I thought it was Diplo, so I punished him. You can still team and no Diplo. You can't just Diplo. Ronald being so sneaky about that. Semantic arguments. All right, let's check on Juicy versus Ramen here. Juicy does have to fight uphill, and he's got this awkward castle here, so this would be a hard castle to defend. There's this nice bay here, though. You could get like a lot if you could secure the area around it. You can get a lot of fish traps cooking in here. Yeah, look, we can't make rules about like people having truces and stuff like that, but we can remove the trade. There is no trade. Resources are limited on this map. They will run out, and people will kill each other for resources in theory before that happens. So Mr. Fluffy Bunny has landed Ronald. There's nowhere for these villagers to go. Ronald's just had a rough game. He should have known Fluffy Bunny was out for blood after I was killed, although he may not have exactly seen or heard what happened. But it'll make sense when he looks back on the recording. Or maybe Mr. Fluffy Bunny just wants to kill the streamers to assert dominance. Serving some frontier justice. Well, you can't enforce it. If you can't enforce it, you can't make the rule. That's my philosophy. All right, so here comes Mr. Fluffy Bunny with some villagers. All right, where are these builders going? Is he gonna take the farms? Is he gonna repair ships? Probably not. He'll probably maybe mine the stone. Not sure. And then Fluffy Bunny has a choice of going on to Birdfan or Benny. What's Benny doing? He is attacking Smokey. Smokey is going to get this castle up to defend himself. Juicy's just hanging out. Yeah, he's going to lose this castle. This castle's in a bad spot. Juicy just deletes it. Oh, look at this. We got war elephants coming. Let's see how many. Oh, we got a few upgrades on these chonky boys. They don't have bloodlines, and they don't have the final armor, but they have all of the attack upgrades, and they have the elite upgrade. So these are some pretty tough things. These crossbows are just going into Smokey's skirmisher meat grinder, but these elephants are going to be a lot harder to deal with. This is a very population efficient unit. Smokey has halbs. He doesn't have nearly enough. I don't know. Benny could win this. Somebody will snipe his king, though, to prevent that from happening. Let's hope his king is better protected than my king was. Smokey's saying it's very concerning. Guide me to player 6 king. And I will give your lands to farm, Ronald Rage. Yeah, Ronald just wants to farm. That's like the one thing Ronald Rage wants. He wants to farm. Okay, Smokey's starting to get a massive halb up, but he still doesn't have enough to deal with this down here. Maybe enough to deal with this here. But Gray is just spamming war elephants like a madman. Meanwhile, Ramen and Juicy are fighting. Juicy recognizing he's going to need onagers. Hopefully, for Juicy's sake, if Juicy is lucky, I should put it this way, Ramen will not realize that he can convert the onagers with redemption if he gets redemption monks. But onagers are Juicy's like only recourse against all of this. There is nothing Juicy can do. He needs onagers. Juicy loves cav archers. He loves to get all the upgrades, but you know it's a confined space. This is walled off. This is like 15 tiles wide. And in situations where there's not a lot of mobility and raiding, Magyars are not the civ for you. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the Stampede. Stampede is going pretty well for Gray. Smokey has not stopped it yet. I wonder if Smokey's going to go monks. I would love to see Smokey make like 50 monks and convert all of this. Well, that and these Genbos will wreck Magyar Hussars as well. So Juicy just sending these cav archers to their deaths just to buy some time. But Italians are just Italians are very hard to deal with if you're Magyars. Where did Juicy's Siege Workshop go? Aha! Look at this. We have an evacuation plan. Boys literally sharing wood lines. Might as well be Diplo. Again, yeah, we can't enforce it. I believe that they did nerf monks. I can't believe that Benny is having such a successful campaign against Smokey. Smokey is like taking resources and he's like taking all of these resources and he just cannot make units fast enough. What is this? Oh, the Berserks. So Birdfan's Berserks are defending his homeland. I'm assuming that Birdfan got chieftains and they're wrecking these paladins. Yeah, look at that. Especially with the handicap there. Yeah, Smokey does have a big problem here. Yeah, I agree. What are you going to do about it, Tipe? What are you going to do about it? Hence why handicap is dumb. Oh, come on. Let the low elo legend have a fun game. You know, he's not exactly... Smokey's giving him a run for his money. He is winning, though. He is winning. Yeah, look at this. Look at all these monasteries. 4 monasteries here. And look at all these monks. Smokey is going to go skirmisher and monk, and this is his only option. Exactly. You can't ally other players, and so you will auto attack their stuff. Mr. Beloved, you're not using your stone. And here come the conversions. And Smokey will be able to heal his war elephants too if he can get the monks close enough. These war elephants are also going the other way, though. Poor Ronald. He lost his peninsula. He's got some Arambai running around. But now he's got elephants attacking his town over here. How's Juicy doing? Okay, Juicy has gone Navy, and he's attacking this other side here. Where did Juicy's villager evacuations go? I didn't see. You know, it'd be cool. I would actually lose it if like Juicy relocated to up here and built a wonder and like built a huge town around, defended it, and then won. That would be amazing. Yep. And by the way, Tipe is an FFA legend cookie pirate, as you know. Tipe knows all about FFAs. I've always envied Tipe's skill in determining when to build a wonder in the corner as Portuguese. Very important, that timing. All right, here's Smokey with his army of monks and skirmishers in front. I'll save you. Gray's having a fun time. All right, Gray is new to the stream. We want him to have a good time, so that he'll come back. Even if it means that everybody else is like, we are never giving him that kind of handicap as Persians again. Free murder holes. That's true. It's true, Teutons get free murder holes. Okay, Gray is rebuilding. I think the monks have caught him off balance. What is this, though? What's Birdfan doing? Is Birdfan looking for Ronald Rage as king? This is quite the chaotic game here. 8 plus 5, 7 plus 3. Are these longboats going to destroy this castle? That would be pretty ridiculous. I doubt it. There's no way. This castle is like two-shotting longboats. They do fire a lot of arrows. I don't know about that. Okay, so Birdfan has decided that he would like to spend time destroying... He would like to spend time destroying Ronald Rage's houses. Now that we've removed trade in free-for-all situations, we might be able to revisit the idea of having diplomacy options. Because the big thing for me is that we did the FFAs to try to remove trade, but people would set up trade in the corners and just not build castles in front of it, and so they would still trade with their enemies. Oh, I like how Birdfan has made some elite longboats here to keep this pond safe. All right, Smokey. Smokey's still alive. Still alive, and Ronald has a big army of Arambi. But Ronald's... Okay, Ronald's going to take this wood line here. I guess that's his next best option. He's kind of in this hill in the middle of the map, and he just wants to get away from Mr. Fluffy Bunny and Mr. Fluffy Bunny's castles and Teutonic force. He needs to be careful, though, because Birdfan is coming for the King Snipe. Okay, he sees it. He's got this gate going up. Birdfan's going to have to attack the palisade walls now, and Fluffy Bunny is going to need to send some demolition ships. What's Juicy doing? I guess Juicy is still alive somehow. Smokey is making these Thericidai, which will be big trouble for Juicy. I don't know what Juicy... Okay, he's got an armada coming up this way. But where's Juicy going to rebuild his town? That's what I want to know. Yeah, these, you know, you can make fun of Birdfan all you want for building these longboats here, but they're making a huge difference against these Teutonic Knights. Without these longboats, these Teutonic Knights would be completely massacring the Berserks because they get so much more armor. And Birdfan is also destroying the Trebuchet with his longboats here. He just needs to, what? What? What happened? What happened? He wasn't in any danger. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know why Mr. Fluffy Bunny resigned. He did have a bunch of berserks running around. Juicy clearing this up. Gray, oh, okay. Juicy wants to settle here. Gray building a castle. Oh, poor Juicy. This castle fires the cannonballs, you guys. Well, Juicy will need to get cannon ships. This villager staying away from that. So now Juicy is aware. Moving his king off to the corner. So Juicy has a will to live here. He's going to lose that to Ramen. And now that Mr. Fluffy Bunny has resigned, Smokey is in a lot better position to win. Yeah, I think so. Because Mr. Fluffy Bunny is not competing with him. Castle firing cannonballs? Yes, it is the new Persian technology. Alright, so Gray wants to prevent Juicy from doing anything. Juicy has the cannon ship here. And he is burning the elephants. Where's the king? He wants someplace to settle, but Gray doesn't want to give him any space. Where are the transport ships? Okay, the castle does go up. Juicy's got a cannon galleon working on it. He needs to pick up some more villagers. Let's hope that Juicy's transport ship doesn't get destroyed by these elephants. I think he picked up as much as he could. Gray wants this land. This land would have been good for Juicy. There's resources and stuff here. But I think what Juicy needs to do is he just needs to slowly tear down these castles. Are you allowed to trade with neutral markets / docks, asks Tipe. So Tipe, to clarify, we basically, for Alchemy League, which I hope you will play in if you have the time, we wrote a specification that defined what all the maps had to do. You know, it had some obvious things in it, like, you know, you can't have forest trees right next to your town center, blocking your town center, or you can't start with paladins. You can't give players a starting paladin or monk or something. Or it has to be less than 2.5 megabytes, or it has to support all these different configurations, because you know, you never know what random streamer is going to take your map and want to play with it on stream. But one of the things that we required was that trade units be unbuildable. Trade units be unbuildable, so that you can't even, and this goes for the AI too, you cannot even make trade carts or trade cogs. And the AI can't make them either, so you can't convert them from the AI. Mr. Fluffy Bunny says, I just wanted to vill a king to see if it was doable. Oh yeah, you can kill kings with villagers. I've had my kings walled in by Smokey before, because I like left it in Smokey's town and forgot about it. But I have never had fishing ships block my kings and wall them in that way. What's this? Oh, we got a bunch of heavy scorpions here for Benny, and they are massacring these halbs. But Smokey has the hill, and he's got bombard cannons too. And the bombard cannons will be very effective against the scorpions. Yeah, Mr. Savage Bunny, this match. Look at this. Ronald has an elephant, and Ronald is hanging in here. Ronald is like in the middle of the map. He was chased from his homeland. And Juicy tried to rebuild here. However, Gray stampeded his way through. So now Juicy is kind of going around trying to destroy castles with cannon galleons. There are players without handicap, so without trade they just went, oh, I don't know about that. Smokey's doing pretty well. And so is Ramen, actually. But Ramen had a huge civ advantage over Juicy. But it will, a lot of it will come down to how you spend your gold, for sure. And the handicap does make things cost less gold. We'll see. I mean, Fluffy Bunny could be right. We could see a handicapped player win this game, and that's okay. Because they usually don't win. It's usually Masty James or Smokey or Emu Warrior who are winning. So we'll try this, and if they win all the time, then we could try something a little bit, you know, we could try shifting the balance the other way. Look at the stampede. Smokey's gonna have to start making monks again. Emu is 2K. Well, Emu claims he's not 2K, but I think he's, yeah, I think Emu is pretty close to Smokey, and Smokey is like 2K1. Emu is, I think last I checked, Emu was like 1.8 or 1.9K. They're tough. You did let him take chariot space for free. It's true. Gray's moved over here, and he's getting all these resources. He's got these castles. These castles have 10,000 HP on them because they have the handicap plus hoardings. But there should be some coordination here. And I think Ramen will actually maybe work with Smokey. Actually, you know, honestly, what Ramen needs to do, is he needs to wait until Gray has almost killed Smokey. with Birdfan's help, apparently. And then he needs to come in and he needs to snipe Gray's king. There's still king snipes here, and it looks like Gray is kind of worried about that because he is building walls around his castle. Yeah, look at Birdfan. Birdfan wants Smokey's blood. I think Smokey is crumbling here under the 2v1. They have... I don't think either one of them has enough of an ability to kill Smokey without handicap. Or sorry, with handicap, neither one of these players could 1v1 Smokey. But because they are 2v1ing Smokey with handicap, they're actually winning. Which is pretty crazy, actually. It's refreshing. It's different. Because Smokey does win a lot of these. He's got these Irumi swordsmen. Okay, he does get one trebuchet. Yeah, Smokey's in trouble. The berserks are pouring in. They're fighting a little bit here. Ronald is caught in the middle of it. So after Smokey dies, and I do think Smokey will die, they will kill Ronald. Because Ramen has actually got a decent wall off here. And it looks like he's repairing it or rebuilding it too. Yeah, Ramen is actually going for Gray because I think Ramen sort of recognizes that Gray is a huge menace. But this is fun. This is good stuff. If this kind of thing happened every single time, we would do something about it. But in this case, it's fun to see a low elo legend win one of these. This monk running away from this elephant. Smokey wants to save the monk. Okay, he tries to get the conversion, but the elephant goes down beforehand. Smokey does have relics, and they haven't destroyed his monastery yet, but they're working on it. Smokey's preparing the evacuation. He's hoping that, you know, they'll destroy what's here, and then they'll go and leave, and they'll go fight each other, and then he can relocate somewhere. Mr. Fluffy Bunny's still got stuff over here that Ronald is taking advantage of, now that Fluffy Bunny is dead and leaving Ronald alone. I don't know really where Smokey's going to go. Maybe he could come over here or something. That's true. He does have two islands because he took Mr. Fluffy Bunny killed me and then was just like, "Oh yeah, great. Just take all these resources. What could go wrong?" Where is Juicy? So that's a great question. Juicy has a maritime empire. Birdfan is questioning why Gray is defending the 2K player. Oh, yeah, Birdfan's saying Gray is only defending red. So apparently Ronald made a deal with Gray somehow. It makes sense because Gray's on the way to Smokey. And Gray has to walk past Ronald in order to get there. Okay, so Smokey's relic has been liberated. He's done much more than you. It's true. Gray has done a lot of damage against Smokey. But anyway, Juicy's still alive. He's got a big navy. And he's getting revenge against the Italians. This is a really unfortunate Civ matchup, though, for Juicy. Gray's out of gold now. He'll just have to get the relics, baby. Check the golden stuff for the handicap players. Let's see. So Benny collected 33,000. Birdfan 30,000. And then the next highest is Smokey with 19. Mr. Fluffy Bunny with 15. So they do have significantly more. Yeah, Juicy's the Magyars against Italians. So each one of these players has at least 10,000 more gold than anybody else, which is a lot. Although if you're lower elo, you could make the argument that that gold will not be as well spent. And remember that that Benny did take over my dead island. No, Benny has 60% and Birdfan has 50%, I believe. Oh no. If Ramen spots this transport ship, it's over for Juicy. Ramen just wants Juicy dead. Well, this is a tough map for Magyars because there's not a lot of space for open maneuvers. Gray says green. It's possible. If we looked at the, well, I think Gray was saying he's out of gold now, so Gray has spent it. Yellow is 2K plus. It's true. Smokey is definitely a big threat. But Gray's like, all right, I'm done with this. Where's Smokey going? All right, he's going to come over here. And he's going to kind of make Birdfan have to deal with him. I don't know if Birdfan will try to make some ships. Maybe make some of these longboats to deal with this. But Smokey's not in any risk of being defeated. He's just pretty much lost his town. So the question is what happens next. I think Ramen is going to get Rampage next. Smokey's 100% dead. I didn't say you were dead. I didn't say you were not dead. I just said you were not defeated. And you're not at risk of being defeated anytime soon, Smokey. There is still King Snipes. Where's Birdfan's king? I'm not sure. But that is Ramen's win condition. Ramen needs to snipe kings. Or Rage. Rage could potentially... Oh! Look at all these trebuchets, too. I think Rage... And he's got lots of Aaron by. I think that is Rage's plan. The game is still not done yet, Mr. Fluffy Bunny. I think we'll wait and see what happens. But I don't think Gray's going to win. I think Rage is going to king snipe Gray. It's rough for Italians because they don't get halbs. They only get pikemen because of their genbos. Ronald needs to move very soon, though. Or sorry, Rage needs to move very soon because Ramen is pretty much dead. Actually, it wasn't really. It was more so the Mike Jet community that tested handicap at different levels and determined how much you needed to make people equivalent. Where's Juicy? Okay, Smokey is going to build a new town over here. He's got a dingo to kill, and he's going to build the town, starting with a lumber camp. Oof, no town center. Smokey must be quite broke. Okay, Juicy was defeated. I didn't see how it happened, but I would assume that his transport ship with his king got destroyed. But if Rage wants a chance at winning this game, he needs to king snipe Gray. But how? He's northwest. Oh yes, there's some stuff here. Smokey building a market and a dock. Well, there is a bunch of free food here. Yep, dingoes. It's an Ensemble Studios classic. Welcome, Juicy, to the stream. We're waiting for Ronald Rage to somehow King Snipe Gray. Oh, that's the other thing is I think King Snipes might be harder with no Diplo because they couldn't be allies. Like, if they were allies right now, Rage could just walk in here and then destroy the castle and then, you know, just sit at the base of it with a bunch of... And, like, he could kill Gray before Gray ever changed diplomatic status. Figure out what happened. Well, Juicy, we were saying that you had a massive civilization disadvantage against the Top Ramen. Top Ramen is building a town center here. Here's his king. Is Gray gonna notice that? Grathring had a fun mod which makes kings ungarrisonable. It makes king snipes a lot easier. Yeah, that's true. You can change the state of kings, I believe, to make them. I think actually you don't need anything fancy. You can actually do it inherent to a map. I'd have to check. Top Ramen is offering some wood here. So can Rage do it? That is the question. I think Rage's best bet would actually be to somehow build a few docks here, maybe, and destroy this castle and then slip out this way, land the trebuchets here, or maybe here, and roll across to here, destroy the castle, and charge in with the Arambai. I'm just kind of spitballing here. Gray's castles also have more health as well. That's true. Smokey's just being annoying to Birdfan. Smokey's slowly rebuilding. He's got 2 town centers now. Will Birdfan find him? What's Birdfan up to? Wait. What happened? What happened to Gray? What happened to Gray? Why did he resign? I thought that he had said GG because Ramen told him he was about to resign or something. Wait, what? Why did Gray resign? His king was okay. His king was still alive. Give the kings the ability to attack and have them duke it out. You know, you say that, but you could actually... No res. He just ran out of res completely. Like, he still had some wood over here. So I guess Rage and Birdfan are just going to fight. Rage is going to use these elephants that he converted. And can Rage defeat Birdfan? Yeah, I mean, he still had stuff. He still had an army over here. Birdfan resigned. What? Ronald Rage is making a huge comeback. Yes, he is. I don't know that it was... Wait, what? Smokey was defeated. Smokey must have deleted his king. Ronald Rage is victorious. Wow. Holy crap. People resigned too early. I agree. Oh, no scenarios. No scenarios. All right, let's rejoin the voice. GG, boys. What exactly happened to Gray? Why did Gray resign? It seemed like he was in a winning position.
Yeah, okay, he was fine.
Yeah.
He must have been like, oh, I'm out of gold, and everybody else has a bunch of stuff. But like, everybody was better.
Oh, look at these two relics here too in Ramen's base. Ramen had a very effective campaign against Juicy. He had Italians. What do Magyars even do against that?
Although I will say, when Gray resigned, I was literally like outside his base with 10 treads about to snipe him.
We wanted to.
Still might have died, but
We,
I'd rather have sniped him.
we wanted, yeah, we wanted to see it. We were like, this is the only chance that Rage has, is if he somehow defeats Gray with a king snipe. All right, let's get another lobby up.
Yeah, I was actually waiting too. I was waiting for him to kill Smokey first until I killed him. Because I knew like I had no chance of victory if I killed him beforehand.
All right, so we're gonna go here to multiplayer, host game, and we will create a lobby. It's not. It's not what you think, Cookie Pirate. You can't give the king an attack value. What you would do is you would set a guard state so that if you had like a hero and then give everybody a hero unit like William Wallace or something, and you would set that guard state so that a player would be defeated if their William Wallace were killed. And the William Wallace would basically act as a king, and it would work regardless of whether or not regicide was enabled. All right. Who wants to come? John Wick. I think John Wick said he was in. I don't know that Warlion likes the FFAs. I could try inviting him. He'll be sad if I don't invite him. Oh yeah, look at this. Tipe is here. Excellent. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right. Welcome, 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 everybody. So we have 8 people in the voice channel and 7 people in the lobby. Let's see, who are we missing? Got Arthur. Okay, excellent. Oh, look at this. Bird Fan is graciously giving Ramen his spot. That's very nice. He already left. Tipe says he's going to try without Portuguese, but it's going to be tough. I want Tipe to be Portuguese. Yeah, we need this kind of content on my channel. We haven't had something that spectacular in a very long time. Let's do we could do Capricious. You guys want to try Capricious or Graveyards or Metropolis? What do you guys want here? We just did Dingoes. So we got Canals, Capricious, Graveyards, Metropolis, Moats, Sherwood Heroes, Sherwood Forest, Seasons, Prairie, Pilgrims, Paradise Island, Shipwreck, Team Glaciers, and The Unknown. Does anybody have a preference? All right, we will do The Unknown then. It's a classic. And since there's no trade, I will allow people to make teams. We'll give it a try. We'll do Last Man Standing. If it's possible for the game to recognize what kind of setup. Oh, okay, I see. He wants to make a map that gives everyone a king, a queen as well as a king, and you have to keep both alive or you get a penalty. And then if you lose both, you're out. You could probably... I'd have to think about it, but it seems reasonable. Okay. All right, so we good? Let's ready up.
I will say that Kingslight fluff got on you is one of the more impressive Kingslights I've ever seen.
There were a lot of things that had to go right in order for that to happen. Somewhat.
And also, it was so close. He almost escaped.
Yeah, it was very close. Oh, Panda. Somebody re-invite Panda.
Walking with fish and chips. That's fine. I would have never thought about that. She got the she might need to. She's in voice. Yeah, Panda. You might need to restart the. We had this issue happened before. Just restart.
Smokey saying Bird Fan almost sniped my king at the end. Oh, Bird Fan is sneaky sometimes. So Cookie Pirates. Well, he did rampage through a lot of people. Rage, I would say if you had king sniped Gray, then you definitely would have been able to make a better case for deserving the win. But we won't know because Gray resigned before you had the chance.
I think I could have done it because he didn't have any way to defend it. All he had was a war elements.
I think it would be.
That's how you beat more high game guys.
Oh, Warlion, he's here. Who left?
We might have to kick him sadly though, because taking either Panda spot or the Arthur spot.
Arthur spot. All right. Let's ask if Warlion. Did Warlion? Because Warlion doesn't like FFAs as much. Warlion, this is Diplo. Are you okay with that? If Warline wants to play, he can actually have my spot, and we can have Arthur host, because Arthur has the map from the GitHub repository, and I'll just cast the match. You are welcome. I can cast, and Arthur can host. Let me message him. All right, somebody invite Panda. Oh, all right, excellent. All right, Arthur, can you host? All right, you know how to. You're gonna have to navigate to the Ensemble Studios branch in the repository. Actually, no, no, because this is the modified version with no trade, and that one appears only in our community's GitHub repository. Actually, Arthur, if you navigated to the entire library, you should be able to find it as well. Because I actually prefer casting these, but I usually play because we don't normally have enough players. All right, so go ahead and make sure that the GitHub desktop is set to entire library before hosting. Otherwise, the game will get confused. And then I don't think you have another version of ES kicking around, but if you do, make sure you delete that. Otherwise, you won't know which one to pick. And I will cast the match. I actually think it'll be really fun to see what Tipe does, because Tipe is a legendary FFA player, you guys. Yeah. He is from Hungary, but I think he's currently in the Netherlands right now. So it's like 2 a.m. for him or whatever. Actually it's probably even more obscene than that. What time is it where you are, Tipe? 4:30. What are you doing awake? You can't sleep or? Ah, okay. Well, I'm glad that we could give you a good break. We're not messing with your sleep schedule too much. Okay, there we go. We're gonna spectate this. Okay, actually. So, Arthur, make sure that you enable spectators if you did not already. Oh, shoot. Yes. I need to put a 1 here. Okay. I will tell you. The match is not observable. Yes, you have to recreate the lobby. Sorry, I did not remind you of that sooner. It's like one of the first things, the menu items that pops up when you make it. You have to check a box that says enable spectators. And we'll get the next game underway pretty quickly. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Let's copy that. Okay. Yep. It's true. He would have been like, I'm going to go play a ranked game while I'm waiting. Poor Stonefoot. He misses all of the adventures. Yep. Yep. Okay, yeah, we're hearing all about Ramen's Christmas shopping. Yep. I mean that, yeah. And to be fair, that actually sounds like a pretty compelling gift too. I like that makes me wish I were related to Ramen. How old did you say your kids were, Ramen?
They are 23 now.
Okay. All of them?
Yeah, I have twins, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, then that would make sense. Um, so John Wick, Warlion, Juicy. That's what we were waiting for. Benny squeezes in, he gets it. Let's see. And Arthur's there. The top Ramen is in. T-Bay is in. Ronald is in. You know, we really have all the best characters. I'm so proud of that. That's like awesome.
Did I take all the boxes correctly?
All right, looks like Benny joined. Make sure, Arthur, that you give Benny 100% handicap and have him be the Persians. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But that was pretty satisfying, though, watching Smokey get overpowered. It's probably really frustrating for Smokey, but usually it's the other way around most games. I would say a good estimated handicap for him could be about 50%. John Wick and Warlion possibly, but I don't think Warlion wanted to do the FFAs, but I left just in case he... Well, actually, no, I wasn't going to leave, but then you said John Wick wanted to join, and then I was like, all right, well, John Wick was looking to get out on this, but Benny found us instead, and I don't know where John Wick is. So I think this is fine. We should, and, you know, maybe this would be something that you're interested in, Rage. Maybe we could put together some kind of a lottery system for picking this out. If it hasn't been a problem because nobody's been, we haven't had enough people wanting to play, but we may have to work something like that out.
Yeah, I feel like first come, first serve's good enough.
First come, first serve. Okay,
Yeah. Because usually,
that's simple.
as you said, usually it's fine, right? But it's not an issue.
Okay, are you guys in yet? Looks like you got all the players.
Yep. Your Warline is AFK, at least on this groups.
Okay.
Oh, they're both in the game. They pulled a stunt foot. Glad they joined in. I gotta tell Danny to join the Discord.
Oh yeah. So it looks like John Wick and Warline did a team game, and that's fine too. Oh, wait, what? Yes. Yes. We download custom content, please. Okay. Wait, what? Hold on. Yes.
Andy, you're gonna find this funny. I was talking to you. Andy, you're gonna find this funny. I made a mill instead of a lumber camp on accident. Straight up. Like, against my tree.
All right, let me see. Let me try and load into this game. Oh, yes.
I'm justifying it because I have to. I'm taking my sheet next to the mill, but I think that's not what I should do. It's more efficient to do it against the yeah, I should not be doing this.
What? Arthur, did you use the entire library or the Ensemble Studios branch?
Do you hear me?
Did you use the entire library or the Ensemble Studios branch?
I renamed .si for the Ensemble Studios, so it should be the entire library.
Let me try switching the branch to that. It's not letting me spectate the match, which is unfortunate.
Wait, are all the lights on? Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Let's try that.
Maybe he didn't allow spectators, potentially, I don't know.
No, he did.
Someone is spectating the game, so. Yeah, there is a spectator.
Is there one now?
Yes, there's one.
Um,
This floor is empty. First.
I think I need to restart the game here. Yeah. Let's try that.
Oh, they 3 mils, alright. I definitely am. This is the patented panda bear build. She made 2 mils with her houses.
Oh no. A little bit of a hotkey mix-up.
I call it impressive. I don't know about you guys.
Cook,
Yeah, maybe not impressive. But
Cookie Pirate has to head out. All right, Cookie Pirate, thanks for coming, as always. Enjoy the rest of the games. I'll try if I can ever load into them.
okay, so I didn't have a third board. That was teammate board. And I lost my scout to a castle. We figured out you didn't make that means that we had to eat for Oh really? I didn't even realize. I lost my scout too. So, to be fair, our castles are very close. All your castles at least varies. It's a good thing that we allied, right? Of course. Safe love, this is how you treat your neighbors. Nicely and with respect. Well, maybe not respect, but
Mm-hmm.
for sure respect. You gotta respect your
Yep,
neighbors.
always.
Treat them nicely. I just don't want to be like, "Hey, I want to be good." That's important. Yeah, I always try to be friendly with my neighbors.
They're the most dangerous. They have the easiest time sniping you if you cross them.
Yard. And plus I'm up by which is not that's but
What?
like trash to end it talk man an infinite fish
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're yeah, I think they're really good.
I forgot about that 2 minutes worth of
Those karambits are hilarious too.
fish on this.
All right. Does it say that there is a spectator right now?
Yes.
Well, it's not me, but let me try and make it 2 then. Okay, let me see if I can spectate now that I've restarted. Searching for games.
Maybe search for one of us as
Yeah, oops. Oh shoot, that's the lobby browser. That's why I can't find it. Spectate game. Yes, download custom content. Error opening file. Can I open file? All right. Well, it looks like I'm out of business. All right. Well, I can't get in to cast the game like I thought I would be able to. So I don't know if that what is going on there, if that's inherent to the way that our system is built, or if it's just an aberration for this particular map. So I guess I'll just go and watch somebody stream if somebody's streaming the game. I appreciate folks hanging out tonight, even though I can only get really one FFA game on my channel. And I think Panda Bear is going to stream later. She might actually stream this game. She might start mid game. I'm not sure. She's going to wait until the next one to start because I was going to cast this. But let me just type the twitch.tv/1pandabear if you want to check out her point of view if she decides to stream it. So I'm really sorry, guys, that you waited for all this time and we couldn't get another game on the channel. I guess we'll have to do something really exciting maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe. Oh shoot! What is this? This is just for restream, or is this for everybody? Twitch.tv/1pandabear. Maybe we'll cast a show match tomorrow if anybody plays, or maybe Cookie Pirate will cast. We'll see. Thanks guys for tuning in, and go and join me on Rage's stream or Panda Bear stream if she decides to stream this one.